got a build to show off for my buddy Billy. Finally got his knocked out. So full custom dial for his. He's got a YouTube channel, I believe it's called Not a Watch Snob. No link below yet. I'm sure once he gives me info, maybe I will throw that into the description. So it might go up without that description initially. So he had lots of different things we needed to do on the dial, and we were able to get them on there. So this is a silver brushed dial, and just in certain angles you can actually see the brushing. So got the watch snob wording right across with the crown. We've got island timer down here at the bottom, and a little bit of palm tree action. So had to find a nice paint that went well with like this outer bezel ring, right? So got this nice light blue. It's kind of an anno blue, and we were able to match that on the stitching on the Horween strap. So those all flow nicely. We've got like a darker blue anno style. See in the light versus straight when you're looking at this hand here. You've got that nice deep blue, then you got that electric blue, which goes really well with that bezel insert. And then orange seconds hand to go with your top dead here. Baikal bezel. Got a brushed case on here. He wanted a gold crown here on the end. So we've got more of a polished bezel on here with that Baikal insert. Low profile exhibition case back here. Stainless steel movement holder in there. Silver solid rotor. And then brushed clasp here. And then we got our matching stitch keeper. You can flip that around if you want, but I kind of like to see the stitch, so I always leave it up. That's your build, man. I think it came together really cool. I think it is exactly what you wanted. So I guess if that helps. So every single thing that you wanted on the watch, I think we were able to do. So I think it came together super awesome. So this is your first build for me. So just so you know, these bezels do not click. They'll turn left, they'll turn right. They're held on with a tension ring, but I just put them on a little bit tighter. Sometimes I add some floss around there to aid where this snaps in, just to make it a little bit tighter, just so it's harder to turn. It does not come all the way out to the edge, so you shouldn't just be able to bump and slide and turn it, right? So automatic mechanical, you can wind it, you can wear it, you can put it in a watch winder. But if it's dead, or you're not going to be very active, like you're driving or something like that, you make sure you pre-wind it. Otherwise, it's going to start pausing on you because you're not moving enough. So don't just set the time, pop it back in, put it on, think that you're hunky-dory. Pre-wind it a little bit. And how you do that is you back the crown off the threads, and you'll know you're off the threads because you'll hear it, and you'll feel it clicking, and you'll see a little bit of play there. At that point, you can wind, and a wind is a turn away from you. Going backwards does nothing, but it's a lot easier to aggressively wind it back and forth. So if you do this for 4 or 5 seconds before you put it on, if you're not very active, you'll still maintain time throughout the day. If you do it something closer to 20 seconds, which you can't overwind this, so I say 20 seconds, I'm just saying, you're doing it. It doesn't get tight or anything like that. You can wind it all day. But you will max out your 31 plus hour power reserve, which is what I do to make sure that they're running the next day, and all is well. So just keep winding, keep winding, keep winding, keep winding. Pull it to the one and only click. You can now set your time. So this is a wobble crown. It's going to deflect lateral pressure from going into the stem and into the movement. So it has kind of like a ball joint, it rolls. But to help with that, if you're not wanting to push and pry on it, which it's preventing you from, I just kind of pull and keep it straight. It's not a hacking movement, so it's going to keep going. Okay, Google, what time is it?
It's 1:11 p.m.
1:11 p.m. Also makes it nice and easy to push right back over. and thread down. Now you can go from winding it to setting the time, but you cannot go from setting the time back to winding it. You have to reinstall the clutch and start back over. So that is your build as a whole. These are nice and tight. You still have got some play in here. Well, you want the play, but more and more play on here just makes it a little bit more less tight on your wrist. So and then what you'll do is I just hit this with a little bit of leather conditioner, which I'll show you that here in a second, just to blend that back in. But that loosens it up, because when they get these are nice and tight up against the frame, and they'll cut on that inside right there. So looks good, looks good. So, but yeah, I just hit this with some leather conditioner, which is included, but I'll show you that. Also, with your build, you'll have your build and warranty cards, your laser etched cards. You're going to have matching beads. You're going to have a matching watch box. Why does it not focus on that? I don't know. Wish my phone had like some sort of active focus, but it is not. It just has no idea what I'm doing ever. So with your build, you're going to have watch cleaner. This is good on all glass and metal parts. So everything right here on the watch. You're going to have some leather conditioner, which is what I was referencing before. A little bit will go a long way. Just put a tiny bit on there, rub it in there. It will make this nice and soft. Granted, it's already nice and soft, but it will keep it, maintain it that. Rub it on there, let it soak in, remove any excess. A little bit will go a long way, so don't use it crazy, I promise. And then lastly, some fine scratch remover. This is an acrylic glass. You can scratch it, but if you do, no worries. Put a tiny bit on there, buff against that scratch, filling the scratch using your included microfiber. Generate some heat with your thumb, and you should knock that scratch out in 15-20 seconds. Only use what you need, because the rest has to go somewhere. So it's going to go into the rag. You don't want it going under the bezel. You got to blow it out with air. So just put a tiny bit on there and buff it out. And that's your build, man. So I hope you love it. I think it turned out the way you wanted. And that's it, man. That's your build. So it took a minute to get it knocked out for you, but we got it knocked out. Your build cards will be in your box on the side. A little business card will be in there too. And I can get this shipped out to you today, man. It ran perfectly through the night. So appreciate you. If you want me to build you something custom and unique, reach out and I'll see what I can do. And if you want to continue to see videos like this, like and subscribe, as I put them up all the time. Thanks.